Hey guys, how's it going today? We're going to be playing some Fire Emblem Three Houses. Now, I've played through quite a bit of this game already, back when Brandon was still with me. He's not dead, don't worry. But anyway, he moved back and took a Switch with him, so I no longer have my other playthrough, so I'll have to start over again. And I'm going to make it even harder for myself this time, because not only are we going to be playing on Maddening with permanent death enabled, I'm also going to be playing as a male. So that way I don't get to instantly recruit right out of the gate I just had his name. Oh, what was it? Crap. Redhead, Spear, Brother, Womanizer. Starts with an S. Sylvain. Okay. Yeah. It's been a while since I played, though. It's been several months, so hopefully it's not gonna feel too bad. I would like to play this game on a difficulty less than Maddening, but I just won't let myself do it. I can't. I don't know why. I still need to play as the Golden Deers, so I had a game that I played as the Blue Lions as the hard mode, like a few days before Maddening even came out. So that's the new difficulty that's being shown right here. The event gallery is unlocked after you clearing the game. I have not cleared the game yet. I think it was on like chapter 12 or something like that in Edelgard's campaign. But I'm going to be playing as a male, so I can actually get an S rank with Shamir, which will be really nice. Anyway, let's go ahead and start going. They did add some other stuff to the game, I believe. Number of save file slots includes and not possible to go into battle with the same appearances in the monastery. New ally will join in Crimson Flower. I guess we get a new character in the Crimson Flower mission. I don't think I even reached that before. I don't remember the names of them yet. Just go into possible battle appearance in the monastery. Okay. I guess you could just come in as like regular looking dudes instead of the heavy armor, I guess, if you want. New outfit has been added for the protagonist. Well, I guess you could go into battle wearing that then. We'll just go ahead and hit new game. We're going to go on Maddening right away with Classic. Connect to network and play online. Yes, I believe this should just connect to my profile right away. Yeah, there we go. I couldn't make the little person run and jump, I guess. Teltian plants. Really here. One. Alright. Actually renamed one of the characters in the book series. Which, fun fact, my entire fantasy world that I made when I first, like, the first iteration of it was just a fanfic for Fire Emblem, actually. But then as it got, originally, okay, it was a fanfic just during the time that I had somebody else working on it with me, so that was the very first iteration, and then as soon as I started adding, like, major story beats and stuff like that, they dropped out, and I immediately was like, well, if this isn't going to be, like, something that we're working on together, because we wanted to mod it into one of the games, I was like, well, I'll just go ahead and make this my own story then. There's still subtle similarities to the overall, I don't want to say cliches of the Fire Emblem series, but there were some like minor rules of the universe that were still followed, and that's basically all that remains of the idea of it being Fire Emblem, aside from the fact that some of the magic systems would look pretty similar.
Tell me, Nemesis, do you recall the Red Canyon? You'll die in it! Die! Die! You took everything that I loved!
I just realized the sword that we get is the sword that dude was using.
gone now, Mother.
I think one of those flashes was modern. So he's gone now, Mother. It's supposed to be Flame? I'm still hypothesizing because I haven't played through the entirety of the game yet. This is... what was her name? Sothis.
Oh my. What could have brought you here?
Now we get to make a character.
I wonder how you got in here. It is most rude to interrupt a moment of repose. Very rude indeed. Now come to me. I wish to have a look at you.
I don't remember the red and white in her hair. Yep, we're gonna go with male. Is this form correct?
I have not seen the likes of you before. Who are you anyway?
I am me. Immortal.
I see. Then you must have a name of sorts. Go on.
That was a bit of a delayed go on. I was right, the default name was supposed to be Byleth. But I am the mighty Ben. Okay, wait, hang on. There we go, that works. Is Ben correct? Yes.
Huh. I shall not ever grow accustomed to the sound of human names.
Good for you.
You must possess a day of birth as well. Beneath which moon and on what day were you born to this world?
None your business. Okay, I have to go up for some reason to decrease. These are backwards. Red Wolf Moon, Day 4. It's November 11th. I believe, if I remember correctly, the time of my birth is actually really convenient for story in this because there's something you could do on your birthday. I forget what it was. I think something else happens in the game on my birthday too.
It all feels so familiar. I think it may be time for yet another nap. It is almost time to begin.
Is that supposed to be the dream that I had before the thing happened?
Hey,
because I know
time
my
to
first
wake up.
actual full introduction is supposed to be, yeah.
Were you having that dream again? You've described her to me before. I don't think I've ever met anyone like that. In any case, just put that out of your mind for now.
Yeah, I had
Battlefield is no place for idle thoughts. Risking your life is part of the job for mercenaries like us. Letting your mind wander is a sure way to get yourself killed.
But I like to let my mind wander.
Okay, time to get moving. Our next job is in the kingdom.
Gross,
I told you before, it's far from here, so we'll need to leave at dawn.
I was right, I can go play Kingdom Hearts 3, because that's on Game Pass on Xbox. Of course.
Good grief. Everyone is already waiting for us outside.
Gerald, sir, sorry to barge in, but your presence is needed.
What's happened?
Please forgive our intrusion. We wouldn't bother you were the situation not dire.
What do a bunch of kids like you want at this hour?
We're being pursued by a group of bandits. I can only hope that you will be so kind as to lend your support.
Bandits? Here?
It's true. They attacked us while we were at rest in our camp.
We've been separated from our companions and we're outnumbered. They're after our lives, not to mention our gold.
I'm impressed you're staying so calm considering the situation.
I joined the Golden Gear, but I want to play through
Wait, that uniform.
the rest of Edelgard's.
Bandits spotted just outside the village. Damn, there were a lot of them.
I guess they followed you all the way here. We can't abandon this village now. Come on, let's move. Hope you're ready.
Okay, I gotta remember, this is maddening. These guys are going to do as much as they can to try to kick my buttocks. How do I make you jump? I forget. B. I didn't realize this controller had tilt controls. You tilt it back and forth and the person goes back and forth. Alright. An inevitable encounter. Skirmish at dawn. Is it inevitable? Just mod the game so that way it doesn't happen. Skip the inevitable encounter.
Let's take care of those thieves before they overrun the village. Take down the enemies in front first. That should take the wind out of their sails.
Okay, so Geralt is going to end up moving by himself at some point. Yes, I know how to play. Okay. I believe if I remember correctly, there was some kind of thing that I used to activate. Oh, there we go. That thing, yeah. There was like some kind of information or something like that that I used to activate. Yeah, how do I zoom in and out? Details. Why is not anything? Okay. I wish I knew how to zoom out. Okay, that just resets my view. I know I used to zoom up a bit, but I can't remember how to zoom out. Ah, plus and minus. Perfect. The only buttons I hadn't pressed yet. Okay, so since I'm going to be playing through with Edelgard's, I want her to end up dealing the finishing blow on this guy, so I want
Ready
to
and
weaken
willing.
him with claw. Yep, he's gonna shoot. Weapon durability crap.
I will prevail.
If she misses, that's gonna be very disappointing. I'm just gonna get
Failure is not an option.
Stay focused.
You have a strange aura about you. You say you're a mercenary, so show me what you can do.
I'll cut through.
We'll advance.
terrain effects. Okay, so hang on. You're the guy I want to bring out. You have a sword, so I'm gonna set Dimitri here. And you guys can both attack that side, so I'm gonna set Edelgard. Good. Yeah, I'm gonna set Edelgard here because then Claude can get on either side. And I'm gonna set my character. Actually, you know what, Claude can just. I'll set my character.
Thank you. We are in your debt. It wouldn't do for us to fall in a place like this. Please, lend us your strength. Let's work together to drive out these thieves.
Hey, I forgot to have that little line that shows you the people are gonna attack. And she gets hit twice, but he's time. Moves, we've got the rock in the way. Let me go ahead and finish off you.
Yes, good.
Terrain type.
You fought well.
I gotta figure out what characters we want to recruit early on.
Well, how was that?
Also, I messed that up actually. Only one of you guys. Oh no, you can both go in the forest. That's annoying. I want to defend Claude while getting an attack in. That's alright.
It's because of you guys that I'm not dead right now. Thanks for that. I didn't expect to run into mercenaries like you in some remote village. The gods of fortune must be smiling on me.
Oh, that's right, I have that option. I'm not gonna use it though. Not that I need the ability. I just don't want to killing off the characters.
This is a fine opportunity.
Here's the combat excerpt. I believe I have the capability to survive.
Should I have held back?
No. Dumb question, dude.
Use caution.
Let's use the thing. I forget if my inventory keeps. So we'll go here, Edelgard will get hit by one of them, and I will get hit by one of them. They're both going to prioritize her. Just set her here. Yeah, they're both only going to do 10 damage. And the other one's going to attack me.
Attack when an ally is nearby, and the enemy will be intimidated, making them easier to hit.
Yep.
You fought well.
Beat myself. And Edelgard like that.
Your defeat was inevitable.
Yes, she's ready to use an item. And then we can follow her. Okay, get these jokers. Joe's gonna help us at least. Alright. Now, let's see what's going on here. I can set my characters in a spot so that way two of them can be hit out in the open.
I'll cut through.
You said Dimitri here. I know he can't be killed by them. And then I'll move myself forward and do that. With vulnerary use on her. Unless I clawed these true.
I'm hardly trying.
You can deal 14.
Failure is not an option.
Careful now.
Well, I definitely am not gonna die, so. I'm gonna go ahead and trade this vulnerary over to my character. I don't know if it's gonna stick, but we'll just give it to him. Yeah, you're gonna attack me.
Hey! You with the blade!
Alright, Gerald, do not kill him.
What's a renowned mercenary like you doing here?
I'm the one who should be complaining. I'm caught up in the mess you started.
Alrighty then, who do I want to give this over to? 9, 11, definitely 22. Iron Axe, which I will receive. We'll just finish him with my character. Nice. Give me a good first level.
Such.
Yeah. Received an Iron Axe. Start off with 14 strength, nice. The real sin here is I'm not wearing any armor. What kind of a fucking mercenary am I?
Honestly, what are you accomplishing with that little stunt? It's like you're trying to get me killed, you fool.
Basically, yeah.
Well, it's fine.
rushing in front of
After
an axe
all, if
blow,
you don't know
not
the
even using
value
your
of
own
your
sword.
own life, you're not going to protect it very well, are you? Course not. Well then, I guess it's up to me to guide you from now on, right? You can call me Sothis, but I'm also known as the Beginning. Sothis. Yes, that is it. My name is Sothis, and I am also called the Beginning. But who once called me that? I was not able to recall my name until just now, and just like that it came to me. How odd. That look upon your face. Did you think me a child? A mere child who forgot her own name? Phooey! That child just saved your life. And what does that make you? Such arrogance. You look the part, but are you truly an adult?
Kinda, yeah.
You threw yourself before an axe to save just one young girl. Yet all is well, as I have stalled the flow of time for now. You would have died had I not intervened. There now. Is gratitude so much to ask? I did deem you worth saving after all.
Well, damn right you did.
Though it is only momentary, time has stopped. However did I manage that? When time begins again, the axe will tear into your flesh and you will surely meet your end. How rude of you to drag me into this. Now what to do? Of course! I must turn back the hands of time! Yes, I do believe it can be done. You really are quite troublesome. I cannot wind back time too far, but all is well. You are aware of what's to come, which means you can protect yourself this time. Now go! Yes, you who bears the flames within. Drift through the flow of time to find the answers that you seek.
Hey, over here!
I would just deflect the axe, knock him down, and then turn
Hey,
around.
did you just...
As if he can't just come right back.
The Knights of Seros are here. We'll cut you down for terrorizing our students. Hey, the thieves are running away. Go after them.
Eloise.
The students seem to be unharmed. And who's this?
Why him?
Stage complete. Skirmish at dawn. Turn 8. MVP. MVP. You gotta remember that MVP, when I actually have my class and everything, for me, gives everybody
Thank you
XP.
so much.
And if it's one specific person, they get it.
Captain
Not XP,
Jude? It is you. Goodness, it's
like
been
positive.
ages.
What's it called? I forget what
Don't
the
you
technical name
recognize
is.
me? It's Alois, your old right-hand man. Well, that's how I always thought of myself anyway. Oh, it must have been 20 years ago that you went missing without a trace. I always knew you were still alive.
You haven't changed a bit, Alois. Just as loud as ever. And drop that captain nonsense. I'm not your captain anymore. These days, I'm just a wandering mercenary. One who has work to do. Goodbye, old friend.
Right. Goodbye, Captain. Wait, that isn't how this ends. I insist that you return to the monastery with me.
Garrig Mach Monastery.
This isn't how the story ends.
I suppose this was inevitable.
And how about you, kid? Are you the captain's child? Is that so? Well, physical differences aside, your mannerisms do remind me of the captain.
Fuck off.
I'd love for you to see the monastery too. You will join me, won't you? What's troubling you, Captain? You aren't about to run off again, are you?
Even I wouldn't dare run from the Knights of Saros.
Knights of Saros. They do seem rather skilled.
Haven't seen them do shit yet. They seem skilled.
It seems your presence is required.
They're
Get
gonna
going.
fight or what? I don't really need to go through all the tutorial crap.
I
guess
appreciate
you
your help
have
back
to.
there. Your skill is beyond question. You're clearly an experienced mercenary. And your father, that would be Gerald, the Bladebreaker, former captain of the Knights of Saros, oft praised as the strongest knight to ever live. Have I missed anything? How curious. I'd wager the explanation for that is fascinating indeed.
Hey, you are coming with us to the monastery, right? Of course you are. I'd love to bend your ear as we travel. Oh, I should mention that the three of us are students of the Officers Academy at Garrigmach Monastery. We were doing some training exercises when those bandits attacked. I definitely got the worst of it.
Oh, boo-hoo.
That would be because you ran off.
Too true. I was the first to make a strategic retreat. Everything would have worked out if these two hadn't followed me and ruined everything because of them. Every single one of those bandits chased after us. Utterly ridiculous.
You know, I might go ahead and just play in Claude's
so
house.
that's
just,
what you were thinking, Claude.
if I'm gonna do
Here I thought
Edelgard,
you were acting as a decoy for
I'd
the
probably
sake of
just
us all.
play it alone. Plus, I've already got the other stuff for her class on my channel anyway.
His intentions were as clear as day. You will prove a lacking ruler if you cannot see the truth behind a person's words.
You will prove a lacking ruler yourself if you look for deceit behind every word and fail to trust those whom you rely on.
Oh, joy.
Yeah, I
A
feel like if
royal
I do
debate between
Edelgard's
their
again,
highnesses.
I'd probably just go through
I
on
wonder how
easy
being completely
just to
predictable
get to the
affects
point
one's
where I
ability to wield
was,
power.
and then continue playing just for the story for her.
Personally, as the embodiment of distrust, I'd say your little exchange smacks of naivete.
Me, naive. Tell me, are you actually incapable of keeping quiet, or is your lack of self-awareness a condition of some sort?
In any case, forgive our digression. I must speak with you if you can spare a moment. The way you held your ground against the bandits' leader was captivating. You never
It
lost
just sucks that
control
you
of the
can't
situation.
recruit to do. I tried
Showed
to
me I still
recruit
have
him,
much
not
to
realizing
learn.
that it's not something you can do.
Your skill is precisely why I must ask you to consider lending your services to the Empire. I might as well tell you now. I am no mere student. I am also the Adrestian Empire's...
Halt, Edelgard. Please allow me to finish my own proposition. The Holy Kingdom of Fargus is in dire need of exceptional individuals like yourself. Please, do consider returning to the kingdom with me.
Whoa there, you two sure are hasty. Trying to recruit someone you just met. Tactless, really. I was personally planning to develop a deep and lasting friendship on our journey back to the monastery before begging for favors. But it seems there's no time for niceties in this world. So, capable stranger, let's get right to it. Where does your allegiance lie?
It seems one's place of birth is quite significant to them. Yet they are so impressed by you that you may take your pick. Well,
Yeah, so that's Edelgard, Dimitri, and Claude. And I'll go ahead and play through Claude's campaign just because I already have supports going with all of the other characters and stuff. I'll just have to like look at where I was, go back in easy mode, and go through the entire thing just because I don't feel like going through all of Edelgard's crap again. We got to some revelations about her and stuff like that in the the other playthrough that I did, but other than that, meh. Let's go with the Leicester Alliance.
Is that right? Well, that's a win for the Alliance, so I suppose I'm obligated to be happy.
All right, that's enough with the small talk. It's time to head back to the monastery.
Looks like we'll have to pick this up another time.
my, they are in such a hurry. You know, each of the three is most unique. Yes, I thought the same. I am so sleepy once again. I may be sleeping, but
Yes, you take a little nappy so with this. An inevitable encounter. Whee! I also have my controller like permanently tilted to the left, so they're probably just going to stay over there unless I'm purposely trying to move them
Part
during a loading
1.
screen.
White clouds.
Great tree.
Great tree moon.
Wow, this is a
3
vision
houses.
thing to watch.
The icy winds of the Agma Mountains have begun to scatter, and the verdant fields once again spring to life across Fodlan, heralding the start of a new year. As they celebrate the dawning year, the people pray that they may realize their full potential, just as a tiny sprout hopes to one day grow into a great tree.
I don't really
The
see a point to
continent
those
of
aside from,
Fodlan,
like, setting
said
up
to be protected by a
time frame.
revered goddess, has existed since time immemorial. 3 ruling powers now control the land. In the south lies a region long held by a more than 1,000-year-old dynasty,
Since he said since
the
time
Adrestian
immemorial, I
Empire.
just imagined the
Beyond its
Saints Row
borders,
3
to the
thing.
frigid north,
It's like since
is the
time
home of the
immemorial,
Holy
great
Kingdom
heroes
of
have
Fargus,
risen to
ruled by the royal
do
family
shit.
and its knights. To the east, a league of nobles that heeds no king nor emperor rules what is called the Leicester Alliance. Once consumed by a tempest of war and turmoil, Fodlan and these 3 mighty powers now exist in relative harmony.
The coloration is really hard to tell between the red and the yellow. It's funny. You thought they would have gone with a darker red.
This will be your first time at the monastery. I'd be happy to show you around.
It really is Fodlan in a nutshell. The good and the bad.
Like it or not, we'll be there soon enough.
I feel like when you play through Edelgard is the one to
There it
go
is.
with for
Garrick
the
Mock
most story.
Monastery.
Dimitri for an easier play, and then Golden Deer for, I don't know, to be goofy. Which I am. So convenient. I don't remember there being stairs in there. That's Hanneman. Forget her name. It's the boobs. She joins you pretty early on. She's a little bit of a ditz. I believe that's the redheaded girl that's supposed to go missing. Maybe that's somebody else.
Ray is here.
I don't know, but there was one that like popped up. We never even found out anything about her. Like she just appeared for a few turns, I think. Not turns, months. Her and Edelgard had some kind of thing. They were probably in the
I wonder.
experimentations together.
Did the flow of time bring you here?
It's been years since
This was
I've
towards the
last
end of the
set
time that
eyes
I was
on
playing
this
before
place.
that
To be forced to see her now,
found out that Edelgard actually has 2 crests.
You saw her in the courtyard earlier, didn't you? The Archbishop, Lady Rhea. As you know, the majority of folks in Fodlan are devout followers of the teachings of Seros. The leader of that ridiculously large religious organization is the Archbishop, Lady Rhea.
Thank you for your patience, Gerald. My name is Seteth. I am an advisor to the Archbishop.
I don't know, I get undertones, like, it might just because it's a large religion, but I get undertones of them being, like,
Right.
kind of
Hello.
corrupt.
It has been a long time, Gerald. I wonder, was it the will of the goddess that we have another chance meeting like this?
Forgive my silence all these years. Much has happened since we last spoke.
So I see. The miracle of fatherhood has blessed you. That is your child, is it not?
Yes. Born many years after I left this place. I wish I could introduce you to the mother of my child, but I'm afraid we lost her to illness.
Born many years after he left, and he apparently left at least 20 years ago. Wait, I think, yeah, he disappeared like exactly 20 years ago, so many years. So I'm like 16, 17
I see.
maximum.
My condolences. As for you, I heard of your valiant efforts from Alois. What is your name? A fine name indeed. From the bottom of my heart, I thank you for saving those students of the Officers' Academy. Gerald, you already know what it is I wish to say, do you not?
You want me to rejoin the Knights of Seros, don't you? I won't say no, but...
Your apprehension stings. I had expected that Alois would have already asked this of you. I must step away for now, but I expect they will desire a word with you soon. Please listen carefully to what they have to say. Until tomorrow, farewell.
I hate the narrative hand-holding throughout the beginning few chapters.
I can't believe it. Forced back into the Knights of Seros. I'm sorry I dragged you into this. Looks like I'll be stuck here for a while. And I'm afraid your services are requested as well.
I must work here?
Nothing like that. They want you to teach, by the sound of it. You heard those brats earlier talking about the Officers' Academy. Well, the Academy just happens to be short a professor. And apparently that damned Alois went and recommended you to Lady Rhea.
So, you must be the new professor. My, how stern and handsome you are.
No. I'm not the one you're looking for. You can handle things from here. Good luck. And watch out for Lady Rhea. I don't know what she's thinking making you a professor like this. She may be up to something. Stay on your guard.
Oh, it's you then? So young.
Competence and age are not necessarily correlated. As you well know, I am Hanneman, a Crest Scholar and Professor at the Officers' Academy. I wonder if you bear a crest of your own. When next you have a moment to spare, I insist that you pay me a visit so we can delve into the subject further.
I'm Manuela. I'm a professor, a physician, a songstress, and available. It's nice to meet you.
I don't recall if she tosses in that "and available" if you're female. Because she is straight.
Of course. Before I came here, I belonged to a renowned opera company. Perhaps you've heard of me? The Middlefranc Opera Company's beautiful, peerless...
Spare our colleague the needless chatter, Manuela. Now then, it seems you'll be taking charge of one of the Academy's 3 houses. I expect you haven't yet been briefed on the nature of each, have you?
Do you really not know? Fine. I'll do you a favor and explain. The Officers' Academy is comprised of 3 houses of students, each of which is closely affiliated with its region of origin. The Black Eagle House is for students from the Adrestian Empire. Their house leader this year is Edelgard, the Imperial Princess, who is in line to be the next Emperor.
The Blue Lion House is for students from the Holy Kingdom of Fargus. Their house leader this year is Prince Dimitri. He is to be the next king of Fargus.
Lastly, there is the Golden Deer House, which is for students of the Leicester Alliance. Their house leader is Claude, grandson to Duke Regan, the leader of the Alliance.
To think that the next Emperor, King, and Sovereign Duke are all here. It certainly is a promising year for the Academy.
I'll say. I just hope none of those little treasures cause any trouble.
Quite. For now, I suggest taking a stroll around the Academy to get your bearings. And And when you've a moment, please stop by my research laboratory.
The old man has a point. Oh, and keep in mind that I've only notified the house leaders that you're our new professor. It's more fun that way. I suggest you try spending time with the students. Some odd ducks in that bunch, but they're good kids. I'm sure Lady Rhea will have more information for you tomorrow, but that should get you going. Good luck. You'll need it.
I forget if there are any characters that I like from the Golden Deer House.
Have you
I
no
don't really have a
intention
whole
of
lot
changing your
information on
mind, Rhea? Appointing a stranger, a child no less, as a professor at our esteemed academy is...
I have made my decision, Sedith. I know worrying comes naturally to you, but there is truly no need. That stranger is Geralt's flesh and blood, after all.
I can't say that's all too comforting. How trustworthy is this Geralt character? Is he not the man who went missing after the Great Fire 21 years ago? I would remind you that Flame is now here with us as well. I beg of you, please consider whether this is an unnecessary risk.
Sedith, they have my trust. Let that be enough for you as well. More importantly, I have received a report from Shamir. I am increasingly concerned about a matter regarding our suspicious individual. We cannot ignore those who harbor ill will toward the Church, especially if they are frequenting Garrick Mach.
Yes, that matter is of great importance as well. I shall continue my investigation. Rhea, for now I will have faith that you are placing your trust with the utmost care.
I don't know why I remembered his name, but he was somebody that... What, do you go missing at the same time Flame did or something like that? Jumpy jump, 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 jump. Jumpy jump, 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 jump. Jumpy jump, 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 jump. I can't just flick my wrist for that anymore. I have to rotate the entire controller. Ooh, studying. The bells just chimed in the theme of the theme song. Ignatz, Lorenz. I forget her name. Yeah, Bernie is Brandon's favorite character. Played as them my first playthrough. Didn't go very far with them. She was weak. I don't know why. She was terrible. I don't know if it was just her stat growth or like I got really unlucky with them, but she could not take hits and she could not deal damage. Which, I mean, of course, wasn't that surprising with the fact she's decided to be Pegasus Knight, but it's kind of annoying. She didn't even have high resistance, even. Which Pegasus Knight's supposed to have.
Ha! I imagine you were a bit surprised that I recommended you as a professor here. Frankly, we had someone else in mind for the role, but they ran off during our dust-up with the bandits. Can't entrust students to someone who's abandoned them once before, huh?
You saved the lives of the students you came across. That, at least, was admirable. Now you should make the rounds. Go around the monastery and see that you greet everyone.
Alrighty. I forget. I don't believe there's anything to go find yet.
Of course. I assume you are already aware that you will be teaching here at the Officers' Academy. Correct? To start, please speak with the 3 house leaders. You should also take a look around the academy and acquaint yourself with your new home. That is your first task here at the monastery. Please let me know if you accept it. Once you have finished, Come and speak with me. May I ask a favor of you?
Iron Sword, Wolverine, and 500 gold. Yeah, this is my thing, Lost Your Inventory Quest Storehouse. Well, I doesn't do anything. Down to the first floor. Lily made noise, but I don't know if she was just fussing for a second or if she's actually mad. There was a button I could press to increase this. There we go. Reception Hall. Wow, look at that, it's so packed. Wait. There's supposed to be people in here. Where did everybody go? Oh, they were. Now they're here. It was just Edelgard.
Hey there.
You guys are nobody.
Yes. So, you've accepted a teaching position here. Pity. I was hoping you would lend your strength to the Empire. I never properly introduced myself, did I? My name is Edelgard von Hresvelg. I am the princess and heir apparent of the Adrestian Empire. I wonder if you'll be tasked with leading the Black Eagles. I hope you've had a chance to meet everyone. Would you like to know more about any of the Black Eagles?
Pity.
Pardon me.
Oh, am I supposed to?
So,
I do actually.
I never. I am the. I wonder. I hope you've had a chance to meet.
Oh no, I did finish it. Hang on. Quest.
Yes.
Huh?
Oh yeah, this is the guy that everybody likes.
You must be the new professor. What a pleasure. As for me, my job is to stand here at this glorious entrance and leisurely watch over the comings and goings of everyone. Make folks smile, you know? And by that, I mean to vigilantly guard this entrance with my very life. No levity whatsoever. As of now, nothing to report.
I believe there was a meme that Brandon was telling me about for getting S rank support with the Gatekeeper just because people like him so much. So is this gonna be my class then?
Hi.
Raphael and Leon.
Are you someone's guest? The dining hall's that way, if that's what you're looking for.
No, Raphael. That's Captain Gerald's kid. Hi, I'm Leonie Pinelli, Captain Gerald's first and greatest apprentice. I'm sure he's told you about me.
Nice to meet you. I'm Raphael Kirsten. Who are you again?
Yeah, she's the one that really likes my dad. We'll probably get along just fine. I don't really
So
care
you're
for
the skilled
Ignatz,
mercenary who saved
and I'm not
Claude,
sure
are you?
if either of these have any potential of being my main mage.
Oh, you are? It's such an honor to meet you. Ignatz Victor. My parents are Alliance merchants.
And I am Lysithia von Ordelia. Please do not forget it.
I believe she likes sweets.
Hey, are you
Hilda.
that mercenary?
And
Everyone's been talking about you. I'm Hilda Valentine Goneril, and her name is...
Marianne von Edmund.
Are you joining the Knights of
I
Saros or
believe
something?
her list
Well,
of things
I
she
look forward to
dislikes
seeing
is
more of
herself.
you.
And there's another good back here. Hey, Lawrence.
Ah, you must be the renowned mercenary who rescued Claude. Honestly, you should not have troubled yourself over the likes of him. My name is Lawrence Hellman Gloucester. You will want to remember it.
Okay, I need to figure out if there are characters that I want to bring in from other houses as well.
this.
So, I believe she is supposed to be mounted. You are a berserker. This is the dark in color magic. Lorenz, I think, is... I think he can either be a cavalry or a swordsman. I mean, obviously, Raphael is a tank. She is archer / I believe she's riding as well. Is this all that's in my class? Is it only 7 that you start off with? Hello, who the fuck are you?
The Golden Deer House is for students of the Leicester Alliance. Our house leader is heir to the Alliance's leadership, House Regan.
We have plenty of other prominent nobles as well.
Once I'm able to get to my room, I want to go ahead and equip that.
Well,
or at least
scored
see
a
the
teaching
thing that
gig
I'm
here,
apparently
did you?
allowed to read.
Talk about a great first impression. I guess that means I'd better introduce myself properly. I'm Claude von Regan. I'm from the ruling house of the Leicester Alliance, but don't worry too much about all that madness. I'm guessing you don't know which class you'll be teaching yet, do you? I bet you'd like ours. We're not as
I gave XP to
difficult as the
Ayla
other
thinking
two.
I was gonna have her be my character, but I'm going with Claude. Oh,
Have
well.
you met the folks from the Golden Deer House yet? Care to know more about anyone?
All right, let's go ahead and take a look at them. It's been a while. Let's see.
Piqued your interest, have I? As
Claude,
luck
he
would have it,
enjoys
I'm pretty
sword,
curious
bow,
about
leadership,
you as
and
well.
flying. That's interesting. His weaknesses are lance and magic.
But
Not
what's
bad.
life without a bit of mystery? Let's just spend the next year or so learning about each other little by little.
Okay, how do I view your... Oh, this way. No. Where's more information? I want to see your
Piqued your
crest.
interest, have I? But what's life without...
How do I view your crest? I don't see an option to view his crest. Anyway, multiplies experience earned by 1.2. Yeah, he's got a higher level of potential. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to fight the Death Knight with these guys. I have not played with them at all. Lorenz.
He's the heir of Gloucester territory. If you haven't already picked up on it, he's a bit arrogant and fancies himself a ladies' man.
He enjoys tea. He's lance magic and riding, and he does not like fist fighting. He's a noble. All of their stats are going to be like... Well, his should be pretty balanced because he's a cavalry. Unit deals 2 extra damage while in formation with a battalion.
That said,
Decent.
deep down, he's really devoted and honest. Though I wouldn't mind never hearing him talk about his noble obligations ever again.
He is a noble. Alright, yeah, so he's riding in lance. Your sword and bow.
He comes from a merchant family, but his parents died in an accident. Seems like he's had a rough life.
Yeah, so he's massive strength. He's got really good defense. Crappy resistance. Goodie basket. Chance to recover up to 10% of max HP at the start of each turn. Nice. He is axe brawling in armor. He does not like bone magic or riding.
Despite all that, he's just about the most cheerful guy you'll ever meet. His passions are training, eating, and... actually, that's about it.
Shirt's about to fucking burst.
He's the second son of a merchant family.
Got more stats.
Since his brother will inherit the business, he's training to become a knight.
Commoner. Grants hit plus 20. Nice. Sword, bow, and leadership. Interesting. He's got no magic. Well, his strength isn't magic yet. I assume
If
it's
you
going
ask
to be
me,
like a
doesn't
innate
seem like
thing
he
that's
truly
gonna pop up
wants to
later.
be a knight. He's probably just doing it to please his parents.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's more of a scholar.
Lysithia is the daughter of Count Ordelia, and is probably the youngest student here.
She likes magics, and she hates melee weapons. Nice. Double skill experience gained in battle. Nice. It's actually really cool. She's got a really high magic. Strength doesn't really matter.
But watch out, she gets angry if you treat her like a child. As for me, I do it on purpose. You have to make your own fun in this place, you know?
Alright, let's see Marianne.
Marianne is Margrave Edmund's daughter, and that's pretty much all I know about her.
Magic sword, riding, and flying. She's got very high magic. Unit recovers up to 20% of max P at the start of each turn when adjacent to a cavalry or flying ally.
She doesn't interact much with other students, so I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of folks here have never even heard her speak.
Okay. And Hilda?
Hilda is the only
That's an
daughter
axe.
of Duke Goneril. It seems
Doesn't
her
like
father
magic.
and brother coddle her quite a bit.
Adjacent male allies deal 3 extra damage during combat. High strength, decent defense. High speed too. That's neat.
If you look up
Wonder if
lazy
she
in the
was kicking my butt.
dictionary, her picture won't be there because she never got around to submitting it. Not too unusual for a noble, I guess.
We'll certainly be looking into her. And then we have Leone.
Leone enrolled because
Lance
she wants
bow
to be a
riding and no
mercenary.
weaknesses.
I think she said that her father is a hunter.
Rivalry. If a male ally is adjacent, unit deals 2 extra damage and takes 2 less damage during combat. So Leone and Hilda want to be next to males. Probably be main supports for...
She's pretty blunt and
like
as stingy as they
Lorenz.
come. A habitual
I don't know
saver,
if I
too.
want Lorenz, though.
I think she's hoping to repay her village for helping to send her here.
So she's an advocate and she's rivalry. Having them like around the same dude would not be bad. Actually, having them support Ignox wouldn't be too terrible. I forget what Lysithia's bonus was, but this is the house that I'm going to be going with. And then I might as well go ahead and check out some other ones. Ash is a thief, can't recruit to do. Sylvain wasn't a bad recruit. Okay, I absolutely want Felix. I will be taking Felix over Lorenz, guaranteed. So going for replacing students. Let me go look in here on who I want to replace. I may end up wanting to replace Ignatz. Hilda and Marianne. I believe Marianne can go ahead and stay. Yeah, I might want to replace Ignatz with somebody. Lysithia, I'll try you out. Leone and Raphael, you guys are good. Sorry, Lorenz, but Felix is just so much better. Yeah, let's go look at some other characters in the other houses. So I definitely want Felix. He will not be a hard one to get. I just have to butter him up, and I have sword use anyway. So just need to double check what it is he wants, like the first time I'm able to see him.
And who's this?
I really want to bring Mercedes.
You don't look familiar at all. Do you work here at the monastery?
Oh, Mercy! Do you think this is that mercenary people have been talking about?
Now that I think about it, that does sound like something Dimitri may have said. I suppose you'll be enrolling at the Officers' Academy too, then? Well, it's a pleasure to meet you. My name is Mercedes, and this is my best friend.
I'm Annette. It's nice to meet you.
I don't remember liking Annette too much. She was solid, but she wasn't anything that I was going to write home about. Anyway, yeah, I definitely want Mercedes and Felix.
Okay.
Sylvain is okay to bring on.
Hey.
And then, let's see. Petra, Hubert, Bernadetta. Dorothea was pretty good. I didn't even use you two. Petra was good, but compared to Felix, I don't know how worthwhile she would be to try to pick up. I wonder if she could rival Marianne. I don't want Bernie.
Whoa.
I don't know if I want people from Edelgard's house. I might try to butter up Dorothea a little bit just in case I need another backup, because she was pretty decent. She's also a good healer. Other than that, I think the only person that I would try to take from this house would be Petra. I can't even take Hubert. And for some reason I can't remember your name. I think it starts with an F.
Hey!
Alright, let's go ahead and talk to Dimitri.
Hello. Please accept my apologies for the other day. You came to our aid, yet I hadn't even the courtesy to properly introduce myself. I am Dimitri Alexandra Blafid, Crown Prince of the Holy Kingdom of Fargus. Of course, at the Academy, I am simply a student. And I've heard word that you are to become a professor here. Delightful news. I still have much to learn, but I'm confident I could benefit greatly from your guidance. In any case, welcome to the monastery. I hear you're investigating the different houses here. Did any of the Blue Lions catch your attention?
Yeah, I want Felix. He is good without being supported. I forget what Sylvain's bonus
Sylvain
was.
is the well.
If
He's
female
always
ally is
been a bit of
adjacent, deals 2 extra damage, takes 2 less damage. So that would actually be really good to keep him with the other female that I have that has the equivalent of that, but for males. And I forget if that's rivalry or if that was advocate. And then I'd like
I
Mercedes.
hear she was born to. She may seem.
Unit recovers the same amount of HP. Plus, she's got really good magic. She's good on defense, dex, and speed. So, what did Annette have?
Annette is Baron. She's
Rally strength. She was axe and magic. Hence, probably why I didn't really use her back when I played as them. And Ingrid was.
Ingrid is Count Galatia's. She is doing.
She's meant to lead troops and then back off. What was Ash's?
He's the adoptive. He has.
Pick. Axe and bow. I don't think I used axe for him at all. He was just a bow user for
I
me.
appreciate your effort.
Quest complete. Iron Sword, Vulnerary, and Gold. Supposed to return to Rhea. Return to Audience Chamber. We know who we're going to pick up. We're absolutely taking Felix, and we're
How are
absolutely
you enjoying
taking
your
Mercedes.
time at the Academy thus far? I hope you have found our halls brimming with the vitality of well-intentioned souls.
I suppose it is time for you to take charge of one of our 3 houses of students. I must note that I am personally against entrusting someone as lacking in trackable history as yourself with such a task. But it is as the Archbishop desires.
At least he's being honest.
The Black Eagles, the Blue Lions, and the Golden Deer. All so different. I hope you've made it a point
Hopefully
to get
the
to
more
know
laid
each
back
of them.
nature of the Golden Deers
Since you
lends
are
itself
new
to maddening difficulty.
we have decided
because
to allow you first.
It's gonna get pretty
Manuela
maddening.
and I will take charge of the remaining 2
However, I'm not
houses.
somebody to rage at video games. It was getting really annoying on the docks, though. Then again, I was like 7 levels under what it was supposed to be, because I did it way too early. Yeah, so I want Felix and Mercedes from this house. I probably want to go ahead and pick up Sylvain, because he might be a decent replacement for Marianne now that I think about it, instead of somebody else. I don't think I want a single person from Black Eagle. Dorothy as possible. See, I want Felix to replace Lorenz, Mercedes to replace Ignatz, and then I have Axe Bow Magic. Sylvain could replace Marianne if I wind up not liking her. And then I might want to pick up Dorothea too. I don't know how Lysithea is going to be for healing. I believe I have another healer in here as well, aside from her. I believe it was either, I think it might have been Marianne had some magic as well. Going
So you
Golden
have
Deer.
chosen the Golden Deer led by Claude, correct?
Yes.
Your heart
Of
has
course,
made
Claude is
its
an archer.
choice then. All I ask is that you guide these open minds with virtue, care, and sincerity.
Damn,
They
fucking
are
right I
all
will.
promising youths who bear the weight of Fodlan's future upon their shoulders. I hope you appreciate what an honor it is to lead them.
Oh, my border is yellow now. I do have to make sure that I remember to actually turn in
Brother?
my, like,
Oh,
statue
I am so
points,
sincerely sorry.
because
I
that
did not
really
mean
helps
to
with
interrupt.
leveling characters'
I'm in the middle of something, Flame.
stuff,
Is it urgent?
so they can
No,
learn faster.
no, it's nothing. More importantly, who is this?
Is it Lysithea gets bonus? Double
This is our
experience?
newest
That's
professor
awesome.
at the Academy.
Oh my! A new addition to the Officers Academy! I am so very pleased to meet you, Professor.
I didn't use
I
Flame
am
in my last
Sedith's
one, I
little
don't know.
sister, Flame. I am so happy to make your
I
acquaintance.
really need good healing.
Let us
Which is
focus
why
on
I'm
the
still
topic
debating on
at hand.
whether I want to pick up Dorothea.
There is something you should be aware of.
Even though I don't have much space.
In a
for
few
another
days'
one.
time, there will be a mock battle between the 3 houses, intended to gauge the current progress of the students. We will be using
I
this
also haven't
battle
done
as
the
an
mock battle
opportunity to
without
ascertain
going
your
against
own
Golden Deer.
abilities as well. Please
So I
do
don't know
not
how the left side
disappoint
is going to
the
go,
Archbishop.
because I know that
That is
before
all.
it was rushing the left side was best. And it's been a long time since I played, so I don't remember exactly the strategy
Wait,
that I was using.
what? Are you really our new homeroom professor?
Shut up, Hilda. I like you.
Is that true? You
mean,
aren't
what?
quite what I pictured. Oh, sorry. I didn't mean that the way it sounded.
I was sure you'd be roped into joining the Knights.
Don't tell me. You chose this class just to get to know me better, right? I'm flattered, really. Whoops. Now that you're our professor, maybe I should choose my words more carefully.
I I don't have the option of yes,
well
shut your
then,
mouth.
since we're pretty close in age and all, I suppose
that I'd say.
formalities aren't all that necessary.
One must
Yeah, they are.
truly marvel at the exceptionality of this appointment. Becoming a teacher to students almost the same age as yourself. How unusual.
They just have to hammer in the point, like, you're about these people's ages. Yes, they're like, some of them are literally 14, 15. I think Lysithea is actually like 13 or something like that. But, I mean, going off of Japanese standards, of course, that is the more close age to when stuff is allowed to start happening. If you were to put this into American culture without changing the numbers on the characters, these will all be, like, she'd be 18, and then everybody else would be, like, my age.
I've heard
22.
you are a skilled mercenary, but I cannot shake my discomfort at your new position.
Are you really as strong as they say? Let's see your biceps. I bet I packed on more muscle than you.
I doubt that. Apparently, our new professor was personally recommended by Alois, one of the knights.
As far as skill goes, I saw it with my own eyes.
I'm gonna call it
What's
Ignace
more,
Milo.
Teach here is the child of the most renowned former captain of the Knights of Saros.
I heard. There's no way a child of the captain isn't worthy. It's simply not possible.
Yeah, Leona's
The
gonna be on my
captain?
side.
Who are you talking about? Captain Geralt, of course. The most notable captain of the Knights of Saros and a peerless mercenary.
He's not that well known. You're exaggerating a bit.
Huh. It doesn't matter what you think of him. Captain Geralt deserves nothing but respect. Well, after working as a mercenary alongside a father figure such as he, I have high hopes for our professor.
Just because someone is special doesn't mean their children are special too, Lysithea.
Shut the fuck
Assuming
up,
that
folks.
a child is going to be exceptional just because of their lineage is a bad idea. Don't you agree, Marianne?
Huh?
Oh, yes, I suppose so.
Well, we can find out for ourselves in battle. I can't wait to see what tactics you've learned from the captain.
And by the captain, you mean the last 7 or 8 games in this series, right?
A battle? Oh, shouldn't we have a welcome party or something first? I'll get the meat.
I am the meat.
How savage. I propose a nice conversation over tea instead. I am more than willing to procure some high-quality leaves.
Tea? You can't get to know someone over tea.
Don't like Lorenz.
There's no meat involved. It's not a party.
Your
Raphael's a
common
little dull.
sensibilities are grating to my noble ears.
You is superior.
Please quiet yourself.
Sorry for the bickering, Teach. As
This
you
is
can
also the
see,
only
the
class
Golden
that has
Deer
a,
House
that
is a
does
rowdy
not
bunch.
have a character.
We're not especially unified.
That's unrecruitable. He doesn't have anybody in his class that is like, I must stay with Claude.
You'll find nobles and commoners alike here. Those who are dedicated to their studies alongside slackers.
Left, those who are dedicated to their studies, and to my right, those who are slackers.
But hey, that just makes your life more exciting, right? I really hope you're looking forward to the year ahead as much as I am.
I'm in the golden years. Oh, I want to rhyme that with something. But the Old English Standard just means weird, and the new one is offensive. It was queer. Alright. Actions around the monastery can build support among your units. Once support between 2 units and my hair reaches a certain threshold. Conversation. Okay. Yeah, it's basically explaining how supports work. So I have 1 weekend, and then the mock battle. Received 1,000 gold from the Church of Saros' funding for this month's activities. Alright. Friday.
Say, while you're here, I'd like to use this device I designed to determine whether the power of a crest resides within you. Won't hurt a bit. Promise.
I can help you out with that. I have the Crest of Flames.
You don't know about crests? Well, allow me to tell you everything. Absolutely everything about them. Is your calendar clear? This will take a while. Crests are a fascinating topic, but before one can dive deeply into said topic, one must first understand what crests are. They are power incarnate. They are said to have been bestowed upon humans by the goddess countless ages ago. They exist within the flesh, and are passed down through bloodlines. Those who
bloodlines.
carry crests
Why
may
is that
excel at magic, display exceptional strength, or any number of boons.
Boobs?
Each crest has its own power, the nature of which is beyond mortal understanding. For now.
But I understand.
I suspect as much, yes. But we won't know for sure unless I look into the matter.
I still need to play through the rest of that on Nightmare. I went back and played
As
through
I
the
said,
second level.
Crests are passed
Just to get better
down
stuff.
through the blood. However, just because someone carries a crest does not necessarily mean their descendants will inherit it as well.
Oh, poor Sylvain.
Only a scarce few descendants of a crest's bloodline end up inheriting that crest's power.
I want to make a
Perhaps
crest, baby.
one of your ancestors bore a crest, and you
Joanne,
just
get over
happen
here.
to inherit it. That is how a crest usually presents itself, after all. Yes, of course. I'll get to the bottom of it straight away. Now then, please
Actually,
go
find out
ahead and hold
Edelgard
out your
has
arm over this device.
the same crest as me. Plus her other one.
What is this? A pattern I've
It's a
never
spider web.
seen before. Is it possible an as yet undiscovered crest has been detected? To think there are still crests out
Zoinks.
there that even I am unaware of. How thrilling!
Yeah, do you want to take a closer look at
Pardon
me,
my
anime?
unrestrained jubilation. I have much to consider. You may leave now. I have more research to do in regard to this crest. Yes, so very much more research. But for now, your work here is done. What could this line here be indicating? Perhaps it represents a lack of symmetry. Or perhaps...
Fun fact, my crest has symmetry, your blind
What
son.
in the world? Oh, I see. It may be connected to that, but to a greater degree than usual.
Just that soft melody in the background of the main theme. Do, 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 do. I don't think I've been here for a full year yet. So I don't know whose that birthday is on the 17th of this month. It is not possible to go to battle with the same appearances in the monastery. You can set this journal by selecting your appearance. You can now change the protagonist's outfit to the dancer ensemble in your journal. A quest has been added from Chapter 5 of the main story on. You will find the quest via the bulletin board. In order to accept it, you must have the ability to invite people to tea parties.
With each moon, professors of the Officers' Academy receive a schedule for the month ahead. It notes the days on which events and missions will take place that month. Pay careful attention to your schedule, so that you may thoughtfully plan what you intend to do each month, and when.
The monastery schedule features different events on different days. Each schedule. Yes, I know. Hang on. Let me go to. It said it in journal. Oh, I'm in my journal right now. I'm stupid. Hang on. I have an iron axe, a sword. I have an iron axe, miasma, and a training bow. Iron gauntlets, iron bow, iron lance, iron bow. Store that, store that. Training sword and Nosferatu. There we go. This is what I want. Hang on, how do I do details? Mystery Crest is the Crest of Flames. Alright, next character. What is your crest? Minor crest inherited from Marina Nobles 10 Elite sometimes restores HP equal to 30% of damage dealt when using combat arms. House of Gloucester's main minor crest. Inherited from Gloucester 10 Elites. Occasionally raises might during magic attacks. Oh, Lysithia has 2 crests as well. What? Okay. Occasionally raises might during magic attacks. Sometimes raises might when using combat arts. And she's got a mystery crest. That's weird. I didn't know you could have other mystery crests. Allows combaters to sometimes prevent enemy counterattacks. Nice. She doesn't have one. Yeah, she's rival, so she would be the one that I would want to stick next to Sylvain. Tempest Lance, Smash. These guys don't have one. Curved Shot. Okay, I was gonna say my nobles don't have them, but she's a noble and she has a combat art. Yeah, I should have fed you a little bit of XP. It's not gonna make that much of a difference later, but it's a little bit annoying now that I can do that. Alright, so my inherent ability is in Faith. Yours is in Axe, so you like Axe, Bow, and Authority. You're just flat like you are. You're flat. Yeah, he likes Reason. So he's got Reason, Bow, Sword, and Authority. His magic is really low, actually, but he's got some decent strength. Her, like, untapped powers and Sword, which is interesting, because I'd probably just use it straight up for magic. Marianne von Edmund. Marianne is Sword and Lance. Riding Flying Faith. Yours is in heavy armor. I like that. She actually might be a better tank than Raphael at some point. You don't have anything hidden. Okay. Yeah, she's 15. Everybody else is like 17, 18. And the same height as you. You're taller, you're really tall. You're really short. You're short too. There was a class that other people can't, that only males can do, right? Wait a second. Oh, that's right. That's the noble class or whatever. The special one that I can't do. He likes feast, long rides, archery, topics of curiosity, dislikes blind reliance on gods, leaving things to chance, being bound by common sense. He dislikes coffee, injustice, filth, foul odors, vulgarity. He likes tea, red roses, art, worthy women, anything that befits the nobility. Likes pure protein, muscles, training, his baby sister. Dislikes book learning and unfinished meals. Likes art, the goddess, the four saints, striking landscapes, faraway lands, peace and quiet, beautiful flowers. Dislikes people who don't appreciate art, stressful situations, and lightning. She likes sweets, cute things, and lilies. Dislikes being treated like a child, anything physically laborious, ghosts, and bitter foods. That's right, she does not like ghosts. Likes the goddess, birds, and other animals, reading, delicate flowers. Dislikes herself, crests, and tidying up. Which would explain why her crest is unknown, because she doesn't like crests. Likes fashion, chattering, persuasion, singing, dancing, colorful flowers. Dislikes effort, exhaustion, responsibility, extreme heat, or cold. Likes Captain Gerald, military arts, competition, hunting, fishing, gardening, collecting, and rescuing reusing discarded objects. Dislikes defeat, decadence, dead, poisonous creatures. Close allies are Edelgard, Claude, and Dimitri. Monthly allowance 1,000. Explore 3 lesson, 1 battle. It's nice that it gives me that overview right there. Hired as professor at the Officers Academy at Garreg Mach in 1180. Alright. So I gotta remember this. He likes being supported. He can heal himself. He gets extra XP. She gets double combat experience. He has a higher hit rate. She... what was her thingy? Cavalry or flying ally she needs to be adjacent to. She... what is that? She gives bonuses to males? Adjacent males deal 3 extra damage during combat. Okay, so she's going to be supporting males, and then Leone gets supported by males. Don't have anything in my storehouse. Difficulty maddening, combat animations on, assist animations on, battle speed, fast. All units' actions will display smart and automatic cursor, HP gauge grid. Minimap rotation, minimap size. Make a medium for that one right away. Okay, we'll leave this where it is. How do I change my thingy? Hang on, let me Google that real quick. How to change clothing, Fire Emblem. 3 houses. How to change costume. This option was really a mistake unlocked much later in the game. However, as long as you have the latest patch for RPG, you should be able to visit your desk and change another costume. If the option isn't available, then ensure you download the patch, blah blah. Okay, so I have to go to my desk in my room, I guess. Okie dokie. Anyway, let's go ahead and back out of talking to all of them. I'm not at my desk because I have to do an explore thing, and then I can go to it. So this is my room. I thought I heard a girl's voice. Must have been imagining things. Where's Sophis? She's not in here. Okay. Journal. Unit appearance. There we go. Dancer ensemble. No, thank you. Okay then. Assume I can switch their attire to any class they have mastered. Okie dokie. Bulletin board. There's cash, dining hall, green thumb minis. Alright, we just have to go exploring a ton of stuff. Set it out here. Probably talking about some bullshit.
So, these are the commoner students also reside on the first floor. While as a rule, we try to avoid discrimination based on social status here. Speaking of, it would be best for you to avoid improper conduct. I expect...
Yeah, so set a good example for the students that I actually give a crap about.
So.
Okay.
Dimitri, did you... I don't know if their rooms open up yet. Yeah, they don't. Okay.
Yes.
Don't have to worry about checking their rooms for shit. Oh. Claude.
Did you hear the news, Teach? Looks like we're gonna have a good old mock battle between the houses. The Golden Deer House isn't exactly what you'd call an elite group just yet, so you may want to whip everyone into shape with some extra training. After all, competition is only fun if you win. To that end, I'd better prepare as well. You know, I was researching what it's like to live here long before I even enrolled. Want me to fill you in, Teach?
Facilities, bulletin board, quest, activity points, professor level. Neat.
So, about the mock battle that's coming up, you don't mind me sitting it out, do you? As a fragile maiden, I'm useless in battle. I'll just cheer everyone on instead.
That's,
I believe she does come with me. I don't think anybody sits out in the mock battle. I have everybody, and then it's just a selection of other classes. Fighting the other professors is going to be a pain. Like I said, I don't know what the left side of the map is going to look like because I've only ever fought against Golden Deer. Hey, Leonie.
I'm Captain Gerald's first and best apprentice. I can beat anyone, Professor. Even you if I have to. It may have been only for a short time, but I learned from the absolute best.
If I talk to Bernie, she'll run back in. Hello.
I, was just heading back to my room. Bye!
Goodbye, Bernie. She just disappeared. Hello, what do you want?
Well, there's Dorothea, Hilda, and Mercedes. Lady Rhea's quite the beauty, too. And I must admit, I've even checked out Professor Manuela once or twice. You know, Professor, I think I'm going to like it at the Officers Academy.
I don't know why, but I feel like Manuela is a little bit too low maintenance, even though she dresses like that.
Professor, I've got a small favor to ask.
I don't know if I can complete that right now or if I can complete that later. Greenhouse and fishing pond. Ashes in the greenhouse. If I remember correctly, Juju really likes planning stuff. One of my other characters that I had at one point really liked it too. Hello. There's Cyril.
Anyway.
Maybe.
Let's keep looking around. There's a fish keeper. He doesn't. Fishing hasn't been locked yet.
Goddess, I pray to thee. Please protect us.
Okie dokie. There's so many animals around here. Are they not concerned about the coronavirus? Hello.
Hello there, Professor. Well, I call you that, but I am afraid I am not a student here myself. Should the opportunity arise, I would love to become a student and begin my studies in earnest. The monastery is kind enough to provide a sanctuary for my brother and I. He's the only family I have. Might you help me with a favor?
Catch a fish for the ceremony and bring it to Flame. I like how she gives me fish. By the way, here's fish. Catch me fish. Felix. I need to talk with him. Petra, I'm not gonna bother with you. Sorry.
I'm busy. Do you want something? I can't right now, but let's fight soon. I look forward to beating you.
Alright, dining staff, you have a mission for me. You not?
Ugh, I really need to eat. Why can't the dining hall stay open all the time?
You're new. I don't want to eat as my first thing that I do. I want to make sure that I get... Yeah, now I have a mission here. Yes, now I can fish. Cool. Up it up it up. Flame's bait. I believe that's a big one. I'm also playing on a much larger TV than I did last time. Caracius. A small fish common to the regions of Orban, somehow connected to Saint Kathleen. Or Kathleen? One of the two. Flame. I brought you
You
a
have helped
fishy.
me so much.
Quest complete. Alright. Now. More fish. With the stuff she gave me. Insect larva. That's a big one. Big one. I believe as my professor levels increase, I get better at fishing. Give me that XP. I want to level up off of these. That'll be the next time I go to explore. I have. I want to try to level up off of fishing these. That way, the next time I explore, my professor level is guaranteed to be higher. I'm sure to catch a red one. Terrific. Even better than me. Bullhead. Alright. As long as I catch 10 XP fish off of both of these, we're good. Right. Whoops. I think that went just a little too early. You know, Professor level up! More activity points and more monthly funds. Fantastic. That means that start of the next month I'll have more money. Unfortunately, I don't have more activity points this explore. Which kind of sucks.
Professor!
I believe since I leveled up, though. Gardening has not been unlocked yet. Damn. Quests. Oh, I just need to share a bite. Okay, so I can't do gardening yet. I'll have to wait until the next time I can explore it. Which I'll be leveled up for. Today's special. Leonie doesn't like it. Can I only share it with females? Lysithea and Hilda. I'm not sold on Marianne yet.
Eating delicious food really takes my worries away. Yummy! Who made this? I'll have to give my compliments to the chef.
Yay! The bonds among the three of you grew stronger. Two united and more motivated. Motivation, that's what it is. Oh, I would have leveled up anyway. Well, whatever.
Nice! I knew I could count on you.
Airmid Gobi and some other foods. Renown increased. I don't think I can pick up items yet.
Listen.
I'm pretty sure I talked to just about everybody I needed to. I don't know how you... I don't have any amiibos, and I don't know if they actually give you anything. I could probably Google it. Give it a solid Google. Finished exploring. Yep, I think we're done. It's Ferdinand's birthday! No. There's the guy that I couldn't remember his name of. Alright, so we'll do this fight next time then. Thank you guys for watching. And I'll see you. I don't know if I'll see you again, but I don't. You didn't even make it this far in the video, liars.